And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm going to remember to put my glasses on because I like to be able to see things. I know, weird, right? Seeing, that's just silly. Anyway, welcome back. Hope you're having a fabulous day. It is Thursday. It is breezy today here, but I'm glad to be here in Minecraft where I don't have to be out in the wind. So let's go ahead and jump into the mining and the crafting. And actually switch over to the right keyboard. There we go. Haha. So today, I'm gonna sketch out the rest of the observation cells, right? So on Tuesday, spent a lot of time playing with redstone. It was fun. I am now eagerly awaiting the Chaos Cubed update because we worked out a mob swapper, which I still need to figure out a button here, but it's all good. Hey, Fox, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here over on the Twitch side of the house. So yeah, so the mob swapper will do the things, which is great. I need to rig up a trigger for it, but so that'll probably be over here somewhere. We'll worry about that once I can actually get in the observation thingies, right? All the redstone and the geysers and all that stuff, which again, the geysers, I need the update, which it's going to be a month. So while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and get the rest of this place sort of set up. So oops, I guess what I should do is let's get all of this stuff in. All right, so that's going to kind of go like so. I would like to, no. I would like things to sort of match, you know, that seems like a thing that should happen. Oh, actually this is happening on this side, right? Because this is the, yeah. That is going to be the swapper area for this place. Okay. Cool. All right, so now this, I need, what do I need? I need all sorts of stuff that I've left upstairs. I need frog lights. I need glass. One of these has glass in it. This one. There's my frog lights. And then one of these things has, oh, that's gravel. Oh, that one. It's like one of these things has stuff in it. Cool. Oh, my thing's a hot mess. My world. My world, my life, my inventory. All of it. There are hot messes everywhere. But at least, you know, we're all here to enjoy the hottest of messes. Because only in the hottest of messes can a true disaster appear. Or something. That made more sense in my head. Sorry. Sorry about the lack of sense that happens here. It's normal. You should be used to it. There's just sense does not happen here. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, this is going to have to be a solid wall anyway, so let's go ahead and get some of that. That's not where that goes. Some of this in place. Oh, I left the blackstone up there. We'll deal with that here in a minute too. Okay, so this is going to go in here, and then I think, right, the glass will go there, so, or we'll go here. Something like that. So I need frog lights. Okay, so, yep. I think this is how this works. Right? Right? I don't know. Hang on. How did this work? Oh, okay. No. Nope, that's not how that works. Close, but not quite. Because we need another pillar of purple coming up this way. Okay. Now, is this a mistake doing this all right now? Probably, but if I have to take it out so I can get back there and do redstone and stuff, I will. That's not a big deal. I just need to... Yeah. Right, so this glass goes in like so. Okay, so we're going to have our corner doing things like this. And I need to get blackstone walls, which will go here in the corners, but that can wait a minute. No, it can't. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get the blackstone. I am. Look at me being all, you know, decisive and stuff. Yeah. I can totally be decisive. I think. Okay. All right, so now lay this down. We'll pull out some polished blackstone. Okay. Right, so we've got our same sort of corner vibe that we've got upstairs, okay? So our observation cells are going to go kind of up this way. But, I think I want to run a dealy bob across like so. Okay. So the camel will be hanging out here. It's going to flow through this. Right? We're going to flow off and drop down, and it's going to be lovely. I think this... I did something down here. Hang on. I made design decisions. Let's see if maybe we can copy some of those. Well, this is all useless. That's not at all what I need. Okay, but we can do something here. So the critters are going to come out this way. Let's go ahead and fill this in. I think something is going to go back here, and at least for now, that something is a torch. All right, how do I want to deal with this area? Okay, we'll worry about the top area here in a second. Let's figure this out. I'm also going to be doing some fun stuff over here, but like so many things, that's a problem for future me. We'll worry about it later. Maybe. Okay, I do like this. That's there. I could just run this across like so. Run this prismarine bricks. Which they have a really, really annoying pattern here, but that's okay. So we'll get the prismarine bricks in. I am going to have to deal with something up here. Solid. Something solid is going to have to happen up there. Which is fine. Just has to be something that won't block the mobs as they come flooding out this way. All right, all right. All right, and then I definitely want to replace those. Okay, I want this to be fairly well lit, actually. This as much as what I would like to take frog lights or sea lanterns with trapdoors in front of them, I can't really do that here because this needs to be straight. Right? This all needs to come straight down because I can't have the mobs stopping and getting stuck on trapdoors here as they come washing off the side. They have to come all the way down and drop down here. Otherwise, the mob swapper doesn't work. Okay? And I definitely want the mob swapper to work, so... Okay, so that's going to be doing that. I could swap that all the way up. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Hang on. This is going to be a problem because that's going to get pulled by the slime. Ah! Cheese monkeys. All right, so... All right, back up the stairs. I know where I am. We're okay. I'm not totally lost. So that's going to go there. Right, because when that swaps back, the slime's going to pull through there, so I can't have any sort of... I can't have blocks there that would get caught by the slime. All right, so that means what I'm going to need there is going to be some form of terracotta, perhaps. Actually, some pink glazed terracotta might do it. Let me see what I've got in the way of terracotta. I have magenta. That's it, huh? I've got a lot of brown, apparently. Okay. And then, do I have pink dye? I have a single pink dye, which is there for the filter, so that's not going to help much. Great. Well, I mean, I could just use the brown. And I can go get more dye, more terracotta and stuff. That's fine. But I am definitely going to need something there. All right. That's fine. Pink terracotta is going to be okay. Now I actually can put some lights and stuff up here. All right, I think I left a box that had some white, or some pale oak up. That's stone. Not quite what I'm looking for, but I'll take it with me. Right, that's all gravel. That's stuff. Okay, apparently not. No? No. Okay. Absolutely not. You know, I should probably just finish sketching things out. We'll worry about some more of the details later. I really should. That's really what I should be doing here. But no, I'm going to let myself get distracted by things. Okay. I have thoughts. Behold, the power of thinking. Okay. I know, you're all shocked. But I do, in fact, have thoughts. I think I might take advantage of that over there, too. Bring some of that design language up this way, because I know what that phrase means. Right, so if I bring this right along here like so. Okay, we give it a little peel. And then, hang on, I just want to free cam down here and take a look again. Yeah, I just put bricks and stuff. So what I could do, actually, let's not this one. This one. Haha. Look at me seeing where things are. Okay, so what I could do, right, pop that up like so. Which I kind of like this idea. And then, where did I put the trapdoors? Here we go. Bring the trapdoors up this way. Something close to this, right? That's the idea. Something close to that. Yeah, this is good. No, we're fine. Okay. And then trapdoors go here. Cool. All right. Yeah, something along those lines. Let's get the scaffolding out of the way. All right. And then in the back, so I am going to have probably magenta glass here, okay? Because that's been the design language here. Let's see. Right, so I'm going to need a solid block of some sort there. Do I want to get the purple? That might be good. That might be just peachy, in fact. Okay, it's actually a little bit purplish pink, but can live with that. Okay, that can go that way. Then, now that's just wrong. That is 100% wrong. That should, those should line up. They line up over there. They should line up over here. That, no, come on, man. The prismarine pattern's bad enough. What the heck is wrong with you? This is not right. Okay. We're not doing that. That's just, that is horrible. That is so bad. Does it change if I place the blocks in differently? Oops, wrong. Like if I go that way, it doesn't line up. If I go this way? Yeah, no, that, oh, ouch. You is definitely the right word for that, Fox. That is just, ew. Okay, that is not good. Okay. All right, so this is, I mean, I could put those along the side, but that's just not gonna be. Whew. Okay. All right, so what did I do down here? Because I did make some more interior choices down this way. This is less helpful because it's all chests. Okay. Some trapdoors. Black on the bottom. I could do that. Put blackstone down there on the bottom. Okay, so let's see. Do I have in... I was watching Pixel Riffs today, this morning, and he was going on about the how messed up the prismarine brick pattern is, and he's 100% right. Especially if you look at it on stairs and stuff. It's just broken. But, yeah, I think if I were to pop those up that way. All right. I think that'll work. We'll run the black stone along the bottom. And we can do a little something here. I just can't put... I can't put trapdoors sticking out here. Okay. Again, I can't have anything sticking out that the mobs would get stuck on. That's... yeah, that's wrong. Okay. Because if I do, then they get stuck. Surprisingly enough, they get stuck. Okay, so if I come in with polished blackstone. Okay. Pop this in like so. Okay. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. And then what I could do... yeah, shoot. I could just grab some more of these logs. Bring them right in here. I'll strip them in a minute. Okay. That's not too bad. Obviously, there'll be this gap here. We'll have some sort of blocks along the edge. And then I think let's just grab a little bit of glass here so we can see what this is like coming up here. Again, this has to be solid. It can't be panes. Okay, because I can't have whatever mob is sitting in here, I can't have it get perched on a ledge. Right, so this all has to be smooth. Like so. Okay? So that's sort of the idea. Okay, so that might work. I could get back there and maybe throw some more light behind those trapdoors, but I think that'll be fine. And as I'm thinking about how this is going to work, I think what I want to do is we'll set some sort of display over here. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I'm thinking some sort of glass lit something over here. This side will pretty much be solid. Okay, because I'll have a button here. A button or something. I don't know what exactly, but we'll have something over here that will trigger the swap. Right? That mob drops, that door opens, right? We've got the list here. Pull out the floor, wait 2 seconds. Oops. Open the flue. Yes, open the floor. Okay. Close the floor. And then open the top door. Okay, wait a few seconds. Okay, there we go. That comes out there. Okay. Close top door. There we go. So that's this is our procedure. Okay, so that's going to do a thing. This will be mostly solid. There's some things I might be able to rig in there, but we're not going to get a huge amount of depth in some ways because of the door here, but that's fine. Figure that out. But okay. So that's sort of the basics here, okay? We'll figure out the rest of it at another time, but this is basically what or at least our swapper cells are going to look like. Okay, so we'll come over here. right? Coming up 1, 2, 3. That's going to go across this way. Okay, we've got our back wall, which is polished black stone. Yeah. Okay. With our trap doors go here. Now, my only concern about putting the trap doors here is whatever is in these cells are going to want to try to walk through those trapdoors, and that would just be silly. I definitely do not want that, but that's okay. Okay, so now we can trim all of this. Okay. Right, and then we take our sea lanterns up at the top. I should just, yeah, we'll just build up there. Hang on. Building things is cool, right? All right. So that goes there like so. And we take our pink trapdoors because science is pretty. Right? Okay, sure. Some people may think, you know, science is ugly and stuff, but no, no, no. Science is pretty. It's all, you know, pastel wonderfulness. Right. Grab our logs. Okay. Cool. So that goes like that. That's going to close that way. I need to replace the floor here with I need to replace that with hay bales, but I'll do that after I put the slime machine in there. Okay. Because yeah. It'll just be easier to put that up there. Okay, and get those in place because they're directional, right? I need them pointing down, which I can't do unless I've got something to put them on. So we'll get those sorted out eventually. Okay. I know I was digging out the floor. That was the idea. Just didn't think I was standing on it. Okay. All right, so that's where that's going to go, and I'll have to dig out a bunch of stuff, just like we did on Tuesday. There's a lot that's going to have to happen over there. Okay. All right, so let's meander over here, and basically I'm going to do the same thing. Right, and it's 3 blocks and then up to the ceiling. Yeah. Now, I've been thinking about this a little bit, and because this is going to be the villager, so it's a smaller mob. So I've been trying to decide if I want to actually have it in a smaller observation cell, and I think I'm not going to. I think I'm going to use the same size cell over here. And part of the reason is that I'm lazy, selectively, but still. But also, if I wanted to add an in-universe lore type reason, the idea is that they don't know what's going to be in this cell. They don't know if it's going to be big, if it's small, it's going to be what. So it's simply designed to hold, you know, whatever big or small is going to go in there. So that's what's going on. Okay, so So we're going to approach it like that. Okay. So we'll go and flip those up. All right. Okie dokie. And get those logs placed. And yeah, I did put some of this above it. Now it is gonna, that side's gonna change a little bit because that's where the water stream is, but we'll deal with that later. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Right, this goes across like so. Okay. And do I have enough? Yeah, I think I've got enough blocks to do what I need to up here. Okay, so that's not where that goes. It's not where any of that goes. This is just all wrong. Okay, so that goes in like that. Okay. And bring the trapdoors along here as well. Okay. Where are... there's the oak. Cool. Okay. Good deal. I should dig out the floor here too. Just... it'll be easier to see where everything is when I start putting in the redstone if I already have this hole dug out. Okay. Okay, so that's going to come out like that. All right. Cool. So that's the plan. And then it's going to be on this side that will have the geyser powered elevator, right? That's going to bring the mobs up to the top, right? And float them all across that way. So that's going to be the deal. Okay. So that goes like so. Okay. And then this is going to be shaped like this. All right. And as I said before, I probably should leave this open, but yeah, whatever. All right, frog lights go here. All right. See, it's nice to have the design already done. Then it's just a matter of getting it put in place. Okay. Oh. Missed up there at the top. Okay. Cool. So that's going to go that way. I think. So this side, I could set up another swapper over here. I should, at the very least, put this in with the same design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because I don't know that I actually have the space down here. Maybe I do. I might. I might not, but I'm not planning on having a swapper over here. Okay. Again, the plan was to have those three, the camel, the horse, and the villager all swap, because there are zombie and non-zombie variants of those things. For everything else, we'll have other things going on. Okay. All right. Ah, sorry. My nose is itching. And it's hot here. Turn on a fan. Okay, so. Yep. All right. I don't have all the blocks I need to do this, but. But at least I've got enough to mark out where things are going. Okay. All right, this goes here. Wow, I can place things in places. Okay. Right. So that's going to go up that way. This will go here. And yeah, I'll probably open up that floor. Oh, I need to replace those lights down there too. But I'll open up this floor or replace those blocks anyway. Like these blocks that are here. So that pillar just goes all the way up. And we have this fun design going on. Okay. Because, yeah, that'll be cool. Right, we'll just get this cool little lit pattern coming down this way. It'll be good. Okay. All right, so now theoretically this room is square, so I could continue that all the way around. Actually, I probably should. That would make some sense. I don't know what's going to go in all of these, okay? I said we're only going to have swapping ones over there. But I could totally bring in, a couple of different types of zombies, right? Over here will be the zombie villager and then the regular villager. Okay. And yeah, so that would be a thing. Depending on how I approach it, I could do the same set type of. So I could do the swap over here too. But actually, that might be an interesting swap. Oh, sorry, man, my nose, my allergies have been going crazy, and so I've been blowing my nose a lot, which now means my nose itself is a little bit raw and itchy, and that just sucks. Hang on here just a second. I'm still here. I just need to try to deal with that a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's webcam. Game. There we go. We're back. If I were to do another swap, maybe that's not villager. What I could potentially do is swap a skeleton with a whatever the frozen ones, right? Or one of the poison ones, something like that. That could be a thing. Here, let's go get this. Let's go get this shulker box full of prismarine. My pickaxe is starting to look a little sad. But that's okay. Alright, so this is going to come up this way. Right. I need to go down there. Once I get this done, I need to go down there and make sure I don't have blocks blocking my furnace. I mean, I don't know what else would block my furnace besides blocks, but, you know. 1, 2, 3. This would go across like that. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. And then this goes up to the ceiling. Cool. And then we have ourselves a dealy bob here, right? So that goes there. 1, 2, 2, 3. There. Okay. We are making sense. Okay. All right, yeah, so that would then go up like so. All right. Back, and this is why I grabbed the shulker box. Okay. Because we've got a lot of stuff to place here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a tangled bit of track down there. I haven't seen track that bad since the last time I played Iron Dragon. Which, by the way, is an excellent game. If you have not played it, highly recommend. Highly recommend. I am uniquely bad at that one. I do great at some of the other railroad games that that Mayfair Games put out, like Euro Rails and especially, I think Lunar Rails is my favorite of that set. It's so the whole game, it starts with Empire Builder, which is basically the idea is you build a railroad delivery system, right? You build track, and then you pick up stuff from, like, you pick up commodities from a city, like you need to take cars to Dallas or something like that, right? And so that's what the game is you get to now figure out how and what and why, what's the most efficient way of getting all of your goods and services where they need to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a lot of fun. And so the first one, Empire Builder, starts in America, North America. I think the new versions also include, it used to be just the United States and Mexico. I think the new versions add, or United States and Canada. New versions add Mexico to it, which is fun. Definitely an excellent game. And then you've got British Rails, which surprisingly enough is in the British Isles. I think it's England, Wales, Scotland, right? It's just 2, right? Yeah. All right, so that goes there. I do not need this anymore. Okay. Okay, and then they've got other ones. So they've got some in Australia. They've got some in Japan. I think I think there was a version of the game in Russia. I've never played that one. Saw it on the shelf once, but I've never played it. But then they've got some that are a little bit more fantastic. So in a fantasy sense. So they've got Lunar Rails and Martian Rails. And Martian Rails is a special breed of fun. Because while Lunar Rails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stays pretty close to the science of being on the moon. The cities that you're delivering to are named after craters, right? You've got Schipperelli and you've got stuff like that, right? Well, Mars, you still have some of that, where things are named after known landmarks and stuff. But a lot of it ends up being named after stuff in science fiction. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be good. So anyway, so you've got Burroughs Landing, which is named after Edgar Rice Burroughs, who wrote the Martian, or the John Carter of Mars series, which was really good. Seriously, it was a great series. Definitely worth the read. Oh, look, terracotta. Wonderful. One of these, this one. And they've got some stuff named after those things that are in that book. The trains are named like John Carter and Deja Thoris, who was the titular princess of Mars that you run into in that. Come on, this takes forever. Right. So it's got all of that fun stuff. There's a city called Utopia in the Utopia Planitia fields, flatlands of Mars. And there's some event cards that point to that being the Utopia Planitia shipyard from Star Trek. Bunch of fun stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some jungle wood, I think I've got jungle wood around here somewhere. Or some jungle planks so I can fill out this floor. But those games are lots of fun. Well, Iron Dragon is built in a fantasy world. So it's a completely made up world, which, it's cool. And the way it ends up working is, let's see, I gotta pull these out of here. Also looks like my minecarts are not going anywhere, so I need to deal with that. Okay. I should probably get a button up or something up here just to kick off those minecarts when they get stuck. And I don't know which side they're on, so we'll just... That was not it. Okay, it's on the other side. Anyway, Iron Dragon, fantasy. Same thing, you're building your trains. In that world, the trains are powered by dragons. Did I lose the minecarts? Not again. This does happen sometimes. When the world loads, things glitch out, stuff like that. Yep. Here. All right, let's grab a couple of hopper minecarts. It's just annoying. Hang on. So you've got that, but you're in a fantasy world. But the difference in Iron Dragon, which makes it interesting, is you select a foreman, and the foreman can be of any of a number of races, primarily dwarves or elves. Oh, I'm just picking up a bunch of stuff. All of that iron that I dropped in there. Okay. No, huh? All right, fine. I won't go that way. See it if I care. Goes in that one, and then one goes in that one. Go. And they're off. Oh. Why? All right. All right, fine. Something went floopy. That's okay. Oh, and apparently all the wheat ever. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, so the different whatever the different foreman that you have. Where's my shulker box? That determines a couple of buffs. Like dwarves, it's cheaper to build through the mountains. Elves, it's cheaper to build through the woods. Iron thing. I don't think I have a full beacon anymore. That's okay. Right, so it's all sorts of fun stuff there. All right, let me put this down. I need to take a quick bio break. So I'm going to go do that. I will be right back. Also, we're getting Guardians. Oh, ow. No. That's not how we're going to do this today. This whole, oh, I'm going to shoot you in the face because I'm a fish with laser face. No. I'm sorry. Fish with laser face is not part of what we're, well, I mean, it is what we're trying to do here. But no. We are not doing the laser you in the face game today. Okay? That's just not how this is going to happen. Unfortunately, that did show a small problem that we may have to deal with, and that's Guardians jumping across that little gap there. So, yeah, fun stuff. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. I drank a lot of water about an hour ago, and apparently it decided to just hit me all at once. Okay, so, right, I was doing things. And we were talking about Iron Dragon, which again, great game. So a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it. Where did I put that box of random garbage? Random garbage box. There it is. Okay. Sweet. All right, whatever. Oh, I was over here for a reason. I needed more jungle wood, which I don't think I have right here. If only I had my storage room nearby. So yeah, we're good. Everything's great here. But anyway, so I jungle wood. So I really enjoy those games, and I am. And I do very well. Usually, I win more often than not at Lunar Rails against my wife and stuff. Against some of the others, it's more or less the same. Iron Dragon, man, that game, man, I cannot figure that one out. It's not like the mechanics are any different. I don't know if there's something with my play style or what, but it just doesn't. Oops, that's bad. Oh, that's not good. There was a minecart in there. Let's get down there, see if I can pick it up. Okay. Solve that. Thought I saw a hopper minecart floating around there. Hang on, let's turn on the gamma override here for a minute. I had thought at one point I might try to stash an allay around here somehow. That its sole purpose would be to pick up hopper minecarts. But no, apparently not. Okay. Oh, anyway, yeah, but there's something about Iron Dragon that just does not work for me. Which is too bad, because it's a fun game, but it gets really disheartening when I just can't seem to get close to winning on that one. Sat down and played it with my wife and son a couple of weeks ago. Same result. I came in last. Not quite as distant of a last place as I have in other times, but yeah. Okay. Now, while there is a little bit of luck involved because there's, you know, what cards are you drawing from the deck for your deliveries and stuff, but mostly it's a strategy game, and mostly I do fine at Lunar Rails. I do fine at Martian Rails. I actually do better than fine. I'm actually pretty good at both of those. But dang, man, Iron Dragon just rocks my world, and not in a good way. That is light enough up here, right? Yep. Okie dokie. All right. We're not too bad. I need to get some more light in here, but for now, we're okay. Goes like so. That fills in like so. All right, well, that's something. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with those, because they have to stay there. So figure something out there. I don't know what, but something will be figured out. But first, that's regular chorus fruit. Interesting. I had a box. That one. That had purple stuff in it. All right. Let's go ahead. Did I still have one of these boxes that had sea lanterns in it? Yes. Cool. Yeah, so let's get all the sea lanterns in place. All these cherry trapdoors. We'll get them up all around the room. Oh, I've got some pale oak logs. Yeah, we'll get a bunch of this in place. It'll make sense or something. Yeah, I don't enjoy board games as much as I used to. I used to have a lot of fun with them. It's one of the things my wife and I used to do a lot when we were younger. But these days, I don't know. They're not as interesting for me to play anymore. Now, some of it might just be that I think it might just be a posture thing. I mean, literally, it could be how I'm sitting in the chair. That means I don't like video games or board games anymore because I sit wrong and then my head hurts. Definitely a possibility. But I don't know. Okay, so that goes there. That does not go there. These trapdoors will slide right across like this. One game we played. We sat down and played it over the weekend. It was my wife, my son, my daughter, and her fiance, and we were playing the game Once Upon a Time, which is a very special breed of fun. It's a group storytelling game. Okay, the idea is everyone at the table has cards that have like plot points, locations, people, events, magic things, whatever. And right, I need to get the fluoride. We'll worry about that later. Let's finish getting the stuff in. Anyway, so it's got all these plot points. And your job as a player is to get all of your plot points into the story and and then finish the story. You have a card that's got an ending on it. Something like They All Lived Happily Ever After, or Stepmothers Aren't Always What They Seem, or and they all died of poison, or something fun like that, right? Okay. Well, all right. So so that goes there, and then we need the prismarine. Okay, and anyway. So the story's really fun. It's a great game if you like to improv, or just collaborative storytelling. It's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna we'll figure out the ceiling and stuff on that in a bit. But first, let's go ahead and hop up here. Okay. Needless to say, my family enjoys it. We're all a bunch of creative weirdos, and that's a good thing, right? We are all very much. We all have the creative something. Heck, my oldest daughter is an aspiring author. I've got a couple of daughters who are especially creative when it comes to crafts and costumes and stuff like that. My son is studying to be a game designer, so he's learning to write code and stuff so that he can design video games. Okay, all the fun. Okay, well, let me do this way since I put that in a weird place. And I've got another daughter who's an aspiring actor. So, yeah, it's just creativity is all over the place in my family. So, yeah. Okay. I said my wife's a musician, right? So we've got all of this good stuff. Well, yeah, so we like to sit down and play this, and it was fun to play with say my daughter's fiance, who we as not her trying to get to know, right? Obviously they've been dating for a while, and she knows him pretty well, but which you would certainly hope at this point in their relationship. Okay, goes that way, that way. Alrighty. And right, the prismarine goes around the outside. And as soon as I figured out what I'm going to do with the other, the ones that have the swappers, where I actually have some more stuff going on, then I'll get in and figure out what you can see in here. Okay, it'll be good. Okay. All right, well, progress is being made. That's great. But yeah, so that one's fun, and that one gets really chaotic as you're trying to tell a story. You're sitting there trying to get all of your plot points in place and stuff like that, and then starting to try to work your way towards your ending, and someone plays an interrupt in some way, and now they're taking over the story, and it's like, yeah, but I need this stepmother, and you have just killed her off, and now what? So yeah, it's all sorts of fun. I need more trapdoors. Let's see what we've got here. I don't think I have any more pale oak trapdoors up here, so down we go. have more pale oak, so if all else fails, I can craft more. Oh yeah, I'm sitting pretty with the trapdoors. Okay, let's put that die right away. I have to take a look. I might be, I think I'm, yeah, I'm pretty much out of blackstone. Fortunately, maybe I've got, I need to double check, make sure all of this is actually being sorted. Like this regular blackstone is not, because I apparently took it all out of the filter, but it's okay. So anyway, so yeah, it's a fun game. You know, said it, especially if you're a fan of that sort of storytelling and stuff. Come on. That's right. You can do it. All right, that's going to be a little weird to get in there to get those logs because of the stuff, the stuff. Yep, the stuff, that delivery channel. Okay, I think what I'll do, guess it doesn't really matter which way I put it. So that's going to go that way, and then we go this way. Great. La, da, 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 da. Oops. Okay. Okay, and now the prismarine. Alright, I definitely gonna have to figure out what the heck is gonna happen around the mine carts. And yeah, I think I do need a button or something so that I can trigger those if and when I need to. Yeah, if they get stuck. Or, I mean, I do have a back channel to get down there, I suppose, but it'll be easy if I can just, oh, they're stuck. Button. And no, then we get minecarts again. All right. Up we go. Oh, do I have more logs? I don't. Well, that's cool. I do have scaffolding. I could be using scaffolding instead of blocks to, you know, scaffold. All right, no, that's fine. I do have a fair amount of pale oak sitting up here somewhere, so that's peachy keen. So I don't really need those torches out. Okay. I think this happy ghast is not long for this world. He doesn't know it yet, but it's definitely not I'm not going to be able to get out of this room easily, and I don't know that I need it to. I needed the happy ghasts when I was building up top, but I've now just ended up building this building around them, and yeah, you know, dude, I think you might be happy now, but I think that happiness is not going to last very long. Okay, so this is going to go here. And I'm going to have to go get some more blackstone. Darn it. Alright, let me find a spot to dump things. Right. Oh, this iron can go in that chest. There. Alright. That's purple. Okay, that's obsidian, which is, last time I checked, not in fact blackstone. I know. Shocked. We're all shocked. So shocked. All right, let me grab a shulker box and let's go see if I've got some blackstone. Probably have some. Probably. Okay. Head up this way. This doesn't really matter which one I go up. I'm going to have to go farm some wind charges, but that's all right. Excuse me. Did not get that handled correctly. I think I got it muted, but sneezed all over my microphone. Oh, man. So, let's see. Anything else going on? Probably. Maybe. Perhaps. There might, in fact, be things going on. I don't know what they are, but they exist. You know. Looking forward to getting back to Terraria on Saturday. Playing that in the morning, so that'll be fun. Yeah, so that stream at 7:30 Saturday morning. And be back playing Terraria. I thought about playing it tonight, but now that I had sort of a loose style for some of the observation cages and stuff, cells, whatever. That I just wanted to sit here and knock that stuff out because that would be reasonably fun. Okay, so Blackstone. Definitely starting to run a little bit low on Blackstone. A little bit. Not like really low, but kind of low. I mean, I still have, you know, some, but I'm going to have to sit here and AFK the farm just a little bit. Okay. I also need to rig up a system so that I can just have this drop stuff over here. Right. I don't know what, but some sort of system. Because I built this before the crafter was a thing. So, unsurprisingly, it doesn't craft. Doesn't turn the nuggets into ingots and things like that. I suppose if I got really crazy about it, I don't know if I want to get that crazy about it, but if I got really crazy about it, I could build another gold farm that is player powered. So I just go at it with looting. Which, you know, is definitely a thing that I could do. But yeah, I don't know if and how I'd want to do that and all that, right? So, I mean, I certainly could. I'm out here in another waste biome. Heck, if I got really crazy. Ooh, now we're in a Soul Sand Valley. So I could build one just over that way a little bit. I mean, that's definitely a possibility. This way. Okay. I now have Blackstone. I have all the Blackstone. I'll throw this loose Blackstone in the chest there. But the rest of it will come with me. Well, I'll take one shulker with me. The other shulker can go down here. Okay. I'm actually curious how we're doing. Not too bad. We're starting to back up with the hay bales some, which is good. I've got plenty of storage space for it. I actually have a plan. You see this hopper was pointing out? I have a plan to pull hay bales out if this gets too full. Turn them back into hay or wheat, and then compost it. Because I don't think you can compost the hay bales directly. Okay, which is fine. All right, Blackstone. Sure. Okay. Let's get ourselves polished Blackstone and finish this area off. Then I really should get the purple and stuff so I can finish these towers. Oh, all right. I put all the wood away so that I had inventory space. Okay. Trapdoors. Are we done with the cherry? I think for now we actually are. Okay, well, that's good. That is amazing. Speaking of amazing, I have a new video dropping. It's actually out for YouTube members now, and it's actually available too for up at musicfreegaming.com for supporters over there. But I've got a new video dropping in the Create Mod series. Create Mod Skyblock, so yeah, so be sure to check that out. You know, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and yeah, it'll pop up for you, especially if you use the subscriptions page. Yeah, I tell you, turn on notifications, all that stuff. Well, that doesn't really matter much anymore. I mean, it kind of does. If you actually pay attention to the notifications, it matters. But if not, it doesn't matter. Okay, one of these boxes. This one, 3, 4. That'll work. And we're going to turn a couple of these into pillars. Okay. Yeah, progress is being made. This one, I just need to get the glass in there. But I also need, this one needs all of the lights coming all the way down. I think actually most of those pillars do. But that's okay. It'll happen eventually. Okay, that goes there. This goes here. All right, look at all those purple blocks. Aren't they pretty? Or something. Oh, I need to go get the glass. Okay, forgot. Put the glass away too. At least I know what box that's in. Okay. That should be good. We'll get all of this in place. This doesn't need to be there either. Yeah. Okay. All right, no, we're good. We got it. It's all good. Okay, now I had terracotta. Of course, I don't have any pink dye, which is unfortunate. I don't think I even brought anything over to make pink dye. Yeah, because you need cherry blossoms, and I don't have cherry blossoms over here. Or the pink petals, actually. Or a different too tall flower, which I also don't have over here. If I'd been thinking about it when I was raiding the gold farm, I could have stopped over by the ancient city, because I've got a flower farm over there. But that's all right. I think I've got what I need back in the Badlands too, so we can hit that up. Okay. Yeah, it goes there. 5, 6. Forgot to put these on the other side. Forgot, in fact, because I thought I was out. Didn't realize I still had some in my inventory, so. Okay. Alright, so we're definitely getting some sort of progress made, which is fabulous. Let's see now. I do need to figure out what's happening here. Now, this side is going to have to be solid, right? The sides by the corners. Partly because, at least for 1, 2, 3 of these segments, I might wire up the 4th, I don't know. But at least for 3 of these, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have redstone and water things, and I can't really see back there, so that's going to be solid. We'll have to figure out what's happening over here. So that might be, this might be worth looking at. Let's see if I've got some more frog lights. That's rhetorical. I know I have more frog lights. Okay. And I think what I want to do, let's drop those off for a minute, is let's come over to this thing. Honestly, should I just do this from the top? I probably should just do this from the top. Yeah, because I've got a... Ugh, oh, what a mess I've made of all of this back here. Okay. Because, yeah, I'm replacing this back column here. It's currently blue glass. Okay, that's water. Maybe it's magenta glass. Okay. Whatever it is, I'm replacing this back here with frog lights. You can see what I did over... What is this one? So I've got frog lights going all the way up. Or most of the way up, so... I think that's going to be the way I'm going to do this. Okay, which side is that one? That's the west side. Okay. Going to the west side. Do wind charges. Alright, so west side. Alright, so basically all of this is coming out. Okay, I think we're going... Is that glass? Yep, it's glass up there too. Alright, and... So these frog lights are going to come down this way. And then... This is where things are going to get a little bit silly, so... Alright, yeah, I guess diggy time. It's about to get really wet. Which is fine, I suppose. What's going to get really awkward is if I get guardians spawning in here too. Okay, and I need to come down to the soul sand right there. All right, and then up we go. Okay. I'm also picking up all the wheat ever. That's okay. Okay. Wheat can go in there. Yep. All right. And now we go for round 2. Yeah, I'm not worried about it showing on the outside down at the bottom, because I'm going to be down there terraforming and doing some other things. So ultimately we won't see it, but for now it's going to look a little messy. Okay. All right, and up we go. And I should be able to get up to the top of this while, you know, breathing and stuff. So that's a win. Okay. All right. Wonderful. All right, so that... Oh, and there goes a guardian, so cool. Sorry, that threw me off. It's like, oh, I'm coming out of the portal. It's like, I'm going to fall in. No, not so much falling happening this time. Okay. All right, I really need to figure out a better way of labeling those. Okay, so this is what we've got here now. Is we now have all of this happy goodness. This is all lit up bright and shiny now, which is great. Less great is being able to see the water and or the stuff through it there, but we'll deal with that later. All right, so let's open this up. Oh, I forgot. I need to go check on those furnaces. Be sure I don't have planks sitting in the furnaces. So I'll go down there and check after I get these dug out. In fact, let's just... actually, you know, that's probably wrong. I do need, I'm going to need something to put hay bales on. Right, again, directional blocks and all that goodness. But I should have checked these while I was over there, because now... All right. So I don't know where I was with those blocks. I suppose if I just run a thing through here, right? If I cook up some terracotta or something, maybe it'll be okay and it won't matter. Okay, I think we're okay. All right. So if I have to deal with solidness in the corners. Let's get this out. Darn it. It's like, oh, let's get that side done. Guess we're not doing that today. Okay. Try to finish up some of these details while I'm over here, right? All right, grab some pillars, grab some blackstone, which is now polished walls. Hey, congratulations to me. I know it was totally congratulations worthy getting, you know, polished blackstone walls, but you know, some days it's harder than others to do normal things, right? You know what I'm talking about. So this goes here. This goes. Okay, just like that. All right. Cool. And again, I need to get in there. At least this side isn't going to be too much harder, but all right. So let's figure out what's going to happen here on the sides. I can't really push it in again because of the redstone requirements over there. So it's going to have to be kind of flat-ish. I mean, I could do walls on the bottom part of it. This might be better to do over here where I can kind of see what I'm going to have to be fighting with. Right, see. Right, the geysers are going to be shooting up through here, so, and the mob is going to be on top of this. This top area needs to be solid. Honestly, I could just, if I just continue that, and then maybe what I'll do, if I just fill that in like so, maybe. We'll see. We'll have to figure out because I have to put some controls here to swap the mobs. But do I just want to continue that around? I mean, I guess I could. All right, let's... Okay, I guess I could. Let's go ahead and try this. All right, so let's see. Sea lanterns, which I have lots of. Go there. I mean, this would be... I have to admit, this is sort of a safe choice. Okay. Not the whole falling off of things part of it, but... hang on. Not that one. So take those out. Pink trapdoors. Righto. Got some cherry trapdoors, right? They flop in like so. Honestly, that's... I can kind of be down with that. All right. I can see something fun happening here. Oops, not that piece. That block is not one of the fun blocks. Sorry. You have ceased to be a fun block. Okay. So that goes there. Okay, we bring that. So sea lanterns go up that way. I'm gonna need some more trapdoors. Okay. Cherry trapdoors. Alright. Okay, so this goes up like so. Do it on time. Okay. I have to keep an eye on the clock because I have to be done a little early today, unfortunately. Because I have to work tonight. Which is annoying, I'll tell you. But it's important, so, you know, deal with it. See, kind of what I was thinking here is if I bring in some frog lights up like so, then what I could do is, let's come down here. I want to get some different colored glass. And I have some, I don't know how much. Okay, I've got a lot of blue. So we'll grab some of the blue. Yeah, I've got a lot of clear glass. I don't know that I want clear. Is there a dye that I have a lot of? Black. Black is probably not the color. White, maybe. White might be a good color. Heck, I have some white stained glass. We'll just go with that. Except I really should leave one of those in there. So, all right, never mind. We'll dye some. It's all good. It's all fine. Everything's going to be wonderful and stuff. Okay. White glass. White. There we go. White stained glass. All right. The dye can go away. The glass can go away. Let's turn this into panes. Okay, and I do want some magenta panes as well. Okay, so we've got some magenta, we've got some blue, we've got some white. I think I might not use the magenta here. Kind of what I'm thinking is if we put in some white ones. Hang on, I gotta move stuff out of the way. I can't do it because I don't have inventory space, but I really need to move things out of the way. Okay. Alright, so I don't like this. It's almost too repetitive, you know what I mean? But it's sort of a sort of a screen, maybe. Maybe, I don't know, let's try it. It's all white, maybe. I mean, the white sort of disappears with the frog lights. You know, I'm not sold. I am definitely not sold on this. Honestly, I think maybe what I want to do is try some black glass. So let's get over here and get ourselves some black. Okay. Grab some glass. Yeah, so I'm not positive this is actually going to work or look okay, but I'm really kind of curious. Oh, so where did I put my crafting table? Put it away. Okay. Crafting table. Okay. Grab some black glass. Okay, let's take that out. And if I... So that's not too bad. So what I was trying to do with the different colors is like maybe make it something look like sort of a Star Wars-esque like light display panel. Okay, now that has to be terracotta, so I can't swap that out. Which means so I really can't put glass here. I mean, I could put the frog lights back there, but the terracotta here has to be there. Right? This terracotta has to be there because of the slime, so... So do I want to... All right. I mean, we've got some options here, right? I could do the walls, right? Which definitely adds some detail. I like that. The glass is kind of nice. I said I was going for sort of a computer screen type look here, but it's not really doing that. If I come in here, let's go ahead and take this out. I do kind of like the idea of leaving the frog lights back there, though. Just to shine some more light out. Honestly, I kind of like that. I mean, at that point, if I'm covering them, they don't have to be frog lights, but... So if I come back in here, and, yeah, we'll just swap this out for sea lanterns. Oh, right, I don't have anything going on there, which is fine. All right, we take our sea lanterns, blackstone. It's all lit up. And it's bright and shiny and stuff, right? Okay, and it's also covered in signs because, you know, signs. Let's go take those down. I think when I think what I'll do is when I actually get stuff going in here, I'll put in some pale oak signs for these signs and labels and things. What might be good? I saw, what was I watching? False Symmetry was doing some stuff with banners, and she had like a hazmat banner. That might not be a bad thing. If I can find the design for that, what I would need to do to make it. Having some hazmat banners up here that's like, yep, this is scary stuff. I think that'll work. It's really basic, but in all honesty, I think it's going to work. All right. So for other reasons, let's come over here and we're gonna do this side. 2, 3 logs, please. Thank you. Okay, and basically the reasons I'm doing this side now is it's pretty much I want to have a solid wall that I could use for a thumbnail. It's really YouTubey of me, I admit, but it's what I want to do. Because I don't really want to do that with this, because I still have to leave. Well, I have to go and replace all of that. I think this is going to make things a little bit more, I don't know, make some more sense. I don't know. Okay. All right, so I'm going to light up this. Okay. And nope, those are pale oak. Okay. All right, so that goes into there. All right, we'll get this side done. On top of the thing, please. Okay, we're gonna have to go get some more sea lanterns. I have lots. Turns out I have a farm, but we're in it. Sea lanterns are not going to be a problem. Okay, so we'll get this in place. We got that going. Yeah, that gas is just gonna have to go. Okay. See, Daisy. Wow, I'm bad at things. So bad at things. Okay, so that goes there. Okay, get the sea lanterns in place. We get the blackstone going, and then I need the hay bales, which I probably left down here. Yep. Also, that needs to go into the shulker box. Or my ender chest, so. I really should just leave my redstone box sitting around doing, you know, its best impression of something I'm going to lose. Okay, because that would be bad. Alright, so what would be a good temp block? I guess these are fine. Okay. Alright. So we get all of that in place. Yeah, I said I have to figure out what sort of mob I'm going to get into each of these, and how I'm going to get them in there is going to be a special breed of, I don't know. But, you know, we'll figure out something. Okay. So that's going to go in there. Oh, I put the glass away. Well, that's silly. All right. Glass. Yeah, we definitely have to figure out what mobs are going to go in here, because it's definitely a thing I'm going to have to sort out. Okay. I don't know what happy gas you're talking about. I don't know. See one. It's just, it does not exist there. Okay. Yeah, I said basic. This is hyper basic, but that's fine. It works. Honestly, a little bit of basic isn't a bad thing here, because it's sort of an assault on your senses because the colors are so insane. Okay, it goes up like that. And then like so. All right, and okay, we get the sea lanterns in place. Okay. All right, so at least this isn't a hard thing to do, right? I'm not dealing with like 18,000 different block variants and stuff like that. It's pretty tame. Okay. All right, so that goes through there like so. All right. All right, so other than that block sticking out, it's looking better. Okay, we'll get the glass in place. All right. Yeah, I definitely need to get some more light around here. But I don't know. I think that's looking okay. I said I definitely need to have some sort of mob in here. But hey, that's fine. Have this going around. I feel like I need to do a little bit of something with the ceiling here. I'm not entirely sure what, but something. Does this line up with anything over here? It does line up with that. Which I guess makes sense. So I could do some slabs across, going all four directions or something, like it's supporting the roof. That could be a thing. Now, up here, I made the support beams out of blackstone. Right, like that. I mean, I still could do that here. That's definitely a thing. That is definitely a thing. Okay. Well, we'll just keep this going. Alright, so that goes in like so. Pop this up. Okay. Alright, and now we get the light back there. Alright, it's nothing too crazy. Yeah, I think I'll be able to make this work in order to just kite some sort of hostile mob out of the trial chamber that's down below. Okay, get them up here, name tag them, and then hopefully I won't have an issue with, oh yeah, that mob never died, and so this trial thing doesn't ever light up again. That would be awkward. I wonder if it would be worth the effort. It would be hilarious, but I wonder if it would be worth the effort to bring a breeze up. I have to be sure I cap off the holding cell, but a breeze isn't an undead mob, so maybe not, but so we'd have the camel and the horse, a villager, a skeleton, definitely. One or two different types of skeletons, but definitely a skeleton. And then I could maybe do a drowned, which would be interesting. Like if I have if I have a drowned and a regular zombie, I could build another swapper over here, and that would be a weird thing to do. Right, and then, I can have set a couple of skeletons and a couple of other. Instead of having a breeze or something in here would be actually kind of fun if I could get it to work. I have to pull one out of the farm, but I think I could do that. Okay. This needs blackstone. Okay. Let's see if I have... Okay. No, we've got things. We definitely have things. Okay, polished blackstone walls. Okay. Once again, I have proved my Minecraft prowess by crafting walls. Yeah, I think we've got to do something. Plus, I still have to figure out what I'm going to do around this, because that's not... Since those are going to sort of hang out there, I need to do something to turn those into actual lights, and I have to hide the dispensers. Okay, that's a problem for future me, but it's definitely something on the list of, hi, dude, you gotta solve this problem. It's fine. Problems happen. Okay. So how are we doing? I think think we're kind of doing okay. This one doesn't have the, okay. This one doesn't have the hay bales in it. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go down there and pick up those planks. Okay. That's planky, I guess. Yeah, we'll get those in place and put the hay bales on top. So that these holding areas will be complete. At least mostly. Said, I don't know what's going to happen back here. Okay. Something needs to happen back there. I just don't know what it is. All right. That goes like so. All right. Nice. Okay. Well, that's... We're not complete, but it's definitely looking better. Right? If I were to come in with slabs across the top here, that might improve this. But for now, we've got ourselves a fairly nice mob display area. Okay? Okay. Yeah, when I set out to build this Guardian farm, I was not expecting this to turn into a hostile mob zoo. And yet, here we are. There's lots of things I was not expecting this Guardian farm to turn into. An actual build was definitely one of them. But here we are. Okay, well, let's see. I don't know what to do about this. I need to cover this up. This redstone looks atrocious. Needs to be there, but it just looks bad. So I need to do something with this. I can tell you what I'm not doing is pillared purpur. Because that was just horrible. All the horrible. I do kind of like being able to see this. If I want to stop the minecarts, I could swap out that that amethyst and replace these blocks. Which would be interesting, I suppose. Because I like being able to see in here and see that the minecarts are doing things. But, huh. Okay. Alright, well, that's something. We're actually making some progress. It's looking a lot better down here. I don't know what I'm going to do up at the top, but I think we're like up here now where there's, you know, a temporary tree farm. Right, I've got lots of open space here, so there's definitely things I can do. I just don't know what it's going to be. I need to finish filling in all that stuff up there. But okay, well, at least these are done. They're still empty, but they're done. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting challenge trying to figure out how to get the mobs I want up here, but without breaking everything else. That's always another special breed of something. Can breezes go in minecarts? I know most other mobs can, so that's an interesting thought. But it's a thought for future me. Yes, future me has thoughts. Present me is going to have to call it a stream, unfortunately. So I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me today. I want to give a special shout out to all of the awesome and amazing people who are supporters over at musicfreegaming.com. You can see them scrolling past there. If you'd like to become a supporter, go to musicfreegaming.com. Sign up. You get a bunch of behind-the-scenes access. It's really cool. Also, you help support me doing all this good stuff. So be sure to check that action out. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.